All right, so we are live.
Hey,
Hello.
Live.
Have you
it's Brett.
guys felt the moon lately?
I think you can feel it in our energy. We're all like,
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. Um, so we're doing this podcast to put this out Sunday. So we have to actually have a conversation because we actually have to have material to talk about on Sunday. So
Yes.
let's just start where we all are.
Jodi, where are you?
I'm in St. Louis,
What are you doing there?
hanging out, seeing the city, exploring.
Is that your first time there?
It's not, no.
Do you love it there?
It's neat. Yeah, it's a neat city. Found a really awesome yoga studio.
Yeah.
Southtown Yoga, shout out.
Ooh, what's awesome?
What's awesome about it? It has this just wicked cool vibe. Um, it's in this really old part of town called, I think it's close to this town called Soulard. But the room where you practice in, one of the main rooms, has all windows on the outside and it faces like the street. So just the light that comes in, they
Mm.
do a word of the day before every class. So
Right.
like, for example, the other day in class, the word of the day was change, oddly enough. And it was about how the transition and change and how we can be afraid of change sometimes, but change is good for your growth and good for it's the constant. If we're not changing, we're not evolving, we're kind of standing still. So I love that they do like a word of the day because it gives you something to process, like if your mind needs something to hang on to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like what we talked about in a previous podcast, like intention, all those things. Like if they kind of just give you a word to think about during your practice, then like you don't have to think about anything. They already give you that idea.
Yep.
That's cool. Angel, how are you doing?
I'm good. So I am actually in a conference room at work. Um,
Oh.
just a long day. So I figured I might as well, instead of missing this and driving home and getting stuck in traffic, I'd just stay here, do this, and then like there'll be absolutely no traffic. I'll cruise right
Always
home,
way to go. I'd
you
rather
know.
just sit
I
and like,
just bought Machine Gun Kelly's new album, General Admission. Love it. So that is going to be on blast on my way home.
I've never heard of Machine Gun Kelly or Shelly.
Okay, you need to go look him up. He is hot.
Oh, what is he? Is he butt rock? Is he
What?
country?
What did you just say? And what does that
I said
even
the worst
mean?
thing ever on purpose. I said butt rock, which is Nickelback.
Oh, no,
That
no.
I know you.
No.
What's this guy? Is he country?
No, he's like rap, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay.
But like he's this like I don't know, he's probably like 6'2", 6'4", skinny ass white dude covered in tattoos. I am like in love. Like
Oh, wow. I definitely
you're
know.
tall, you have tattoos, you have blue eyes, I'm sold.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's what about me? What about you?
I'm here at my house. I only work from home 2 days a week, but I decided I wasn't going in there today. I wasn't going in the cube. I said F it and just stayed home.
I'm
So
not going into the cube.
I love
not
it.
going in the cube. I told some of my coworkers when I was in the office it's so funny, like short week. I worked from home Monday and Tuesday. Went in Wednesday and like couldn't go in another day. It was just a really shitty week, but I'm happy to talk to you guys and not be in the work anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Yeah, and so this podcast we were thinking about talking about transitioning from winter into spring. We're not there yet. The transition's kind of at like a stagnant standstill. We just had snow. When was it? Last week or Monday? No, we had snow on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. In Boston, but it melted by the end of the day. We're all feeling this kind of stagnant energy.
We're all like zombies.
What is up
Yeah.
with my hair? It
Your
looks like
hair
a
looks great.
slinky.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of feel like just opposite. Like Stefan's been saying, he said to me like the other day, he was like, "What's going on? Like, you're not talking to me. Like, are you all right?" Because I'll just be like, it's like me. I'm
Yeah.
usually so talkative and everything, but I'm just like, I don't know. There's not a lot going on up here right now. Like,
But I felt like that for like almost 2 weeks.
me too.
Like
Yeah.
basically since Jodi and I came back on our little mini road trip, I have been like, don't talk to me. I'm like I don't want to talk to anyone. I want to have a conversation, and people ask me something, I'm just like, do you want a response? Because like I feel like what I'm putting out isn't a good response, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And
And I mean,
then
yeah.
I felt like a shift the other day, like maybe about like a week and a half ago, I felt like this shift. And it was like pure divine, like love. It was all like that good shit. And I was like, wow, everything's like on the right track. Like I feel so good. Things are awesome. And then like out of nowhere, I felt like the energy just like, it was like as if the floor dropped out from underneath me.
Oh my gosh, I wish that we talked to each other because I literally, I want, it had to be on the same day because I was feeling the same thing. I was feeling kind of out of it, just not like myself. And I'm like, all right, it's definitely, I wouldn't even really call it like the winter blues or anything because I love all
Right.
four seasons like so much. But I'm like, okay, not really feeling like myself, like not feeling motivated. Then Steph and I started going for runs. I'm starting to learn Bulgarian, trying to do all the things. And I was like, oh, like, I'm starting to feel good. And then like, nope.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. How about you, Jodi?
Same thing. Like last Wednesday, I think it was, I literally just had a breakdown.
Oh, wow.
Like, and it was just like leading up to it, just meaning like, just when you feel like everything is just caving in, like you just feel
Yeah.
like there's so much, and it's all good, like it's all good stuff, but it
So
just
you
gets
didn't
to
have
that
a
point where you're like,
crazy nervous breakdown. It was a breakdown.
no, it was like, well, I mean, I think there's a ghost in your office because it keeps flashing to the office doors.
Well, I think someone just left, so it like picks it up.
It's
But I
picking up
mean,
the sound.
yeah.
It's probably Siri wanting to join us again.
Oh my God, hold on. I'm gonna go throw like my shirt over it. Hold on.
Okay. But no, I'm right there with you. Like there was definitely something that shifted. That's so weird. Look, you can see her creeping out in the hallway. It's so weird.
Okay. So,
Anyway, but yeah, I think the topic for today, which are we going there yet, or
yeah, let's go there.
let's go
Yeah.
there.
So
Take me there. I want to go there.
things are getting creepy.
It's
so
really
talk
creepy.
about like what I mean. I know that every day is different, but I mean, for what's going on with you guys right now, like what and how are you transitioning, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, your actions, your
I'm not.
hobbies?
I'm not. There's no
All right, Angel's
transition.
not.
There's no transition going on. I felt bad.
Like, I can't transition. There's like, I'm stuck in this, like, it's almost like I'm in purgatory. Like, I guess that's what the Christians would call it. Like, I'm not in spring, I'm not in winter. I'm just like floating right here. I can't find my center. I can't find my fucking concentration. I can't find my balance. So like all that shit, it's all like I can't find fucking anything, so I can't transition because I can't find myself to transition.
But isn't that really what part of yoga is about? If you think about the yoga off the mat,
Yeah.
it's like being okay with whatever is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, having just to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've had a lot of health issues recently, and like I like literally have such a hard time getting out of bed. Like I cannot wake up in the morning to go to my Mysore practice. Like this since I got back from my trip, I maybe have gone like 4 times, 5 times. And I do my practice at night. Like, so when I get home, I'll go home and I'll do my yoga because I want to feel better. You know, if I don't do yoga, I don't feel good, but it's not in my routine. So then I feel like I'm failing because I'm like, well, I'm not getting up. And it's not that I can't get up. It's either medication that I'm on, or like my heart rate has slowed down to the point where I don't wake up. I can't tell you guys how many times I've slept through my alarms, like full blown slept through my alarms, waking up at 7 o'clock when I'm normally up at 4.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I can't. So it's like I feel like off the mat, I'm still in this like weird zone. And it's like I felt that rush of like pure divine energy and love. Then I had like through me, and it's just like I'm falling and I'm waiting for something to happen.
Maybe that's the lesson.
Well, no, I mean like with me in here, like I'm waiting for something in here to like, I feel like I'm not even able to connect with myself. And it's like, I'm just waiting for like a shift within my own body, within my spirit, so I can be like, okay, now I can like regather myself.
Yeah, you're falling and you need to catch yourself.
Right. And I can't catch myself because I'm still fucking falling.
But why not fall?
No, I'm fine with falling, but like when it starts to affect everything in my life, like I have no structure. I've been eating like crap. Like, you know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight? I'm gonna have like sweet and sour chicken from the Chinese food place. Like, hold on, like second night in a row. Okay, that tells me that like things aren't right with me. So I mean, I just, like, I can fall and I can be in that, like, not expecting anything from anyone else, but I can't find my center. And I'm having a really hard time with that. And I know that it's the moon. And I know that it's the energy with the moon. And Mars I think Mars is going into Virgo or something like that. And I know that that's, like, affecting me big time.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's me or, like, being, like, I don't know how the word, like, that I've evolved spiritually, but the moon used to not affect me at all. Like, something happened to me, like, probably when I started doing yoga. It's like I woke up one day and I looked at the moon and I was like, holy shit, look at the moon. And I like freaked out by it, and I was like, how have I not like been in absolute awe by this my whole life? And then I told my friends and family, I'm like, I swear to God, like the moon is bigger, it's brighter, it's more vivid. Like, I don't know if my eyeballs changed or if I changed or what, but like I just became obsessed with the moon like a few years ago, and now I feel like every month it affects me more and more.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's me or if it's the whole universe and world that like we're all just getting more connected or what. But
okay, but here's an interesting question, and I know I'm taking us way off topic. What would you say to somebody who's watching this? They're going, what the hell are they talking about, the moon? Like, really?
Join the club. Because do we really even know? Like, I think it's just energy and being in tune with like energy. And I read this really good quote on Instagram the other day. It said, in religion they call it spirits, in the streets they call it vibes, and somewhere else they call it, and in science they call it energy. I'm not saying you have to believe in which one, but just go with it. Like,
because there's totally people that are like, well, this hippy dippy mumbo jumbo, the moon, whatever, like just goes over their head, and like I don't give a shit about that. But what they can relate to is everything that we're just talking about feeling like shit, not feeling like yourself, about emotions. Like, we all agree that we have emotions. You can't deny that. Maybe some people aren't in touch with energetics or even vibes, really. Maybe they don't really notice or feel or pay attention to the vibes that a person brings off, you know, but we all know what emotions are, you know, and everyone's affected by things, and that thusly those change your emotions. So we personally are affected by the moon, and that changes us.
So with you guys, with your practice, do you feel like your practice from the transition from winter into spring, do you feel like your practice has changed? Do you feel like your body is different?
I definitely feel like and this, I don't know if this has anything to do from winter to summer, but for me personally, I feel like I've been hitting a space with my evolution, my practice, where I need something more, something different. Typically have been doing the, hot power flow. Um, so this week I've been actually practicing a lot of Bikram,
Oh,
and
wow.
it it has done something for me,
Mm-hmm.
literally. Because prior to that, I was not into Bikram at all. It's too militant, too like same thing. But I think I'm in a different space now where energetically and for my body, like I need it and I'm ready for it because physically I feel so much better. And I've been like, I think wanting for that next level within my practice of growth or like just that next phase. And so I feel like that's where I am with it. And whether it's because the springtime or whatever, I don't know, that may be the case, but I do know that I've connected to it in a different way. And I know that because of how I feel
So
physically, mentally, and emotionally about it.
cool. I've literally never done Bikram. So for you right now, is this Bikram class, is it making you get into a more intense state, like spiritually, emotionally, and physically, or is it making you go into a meditative state because it is the same repetitive actions, you're not even like paying attention to what you're doing?
I think it's a great question. I think it's both because it's intense physically on a different level with the heat being, you're in there 90 minutes, 105 degrees. And while
That's
you're
how
not,
hot I teach my classes.
well, and while
Really?
you're not doing a flow, you're holding postures in a way. And I think the sequence of Bikram, I don't know a ton about it, but I know the sequence is designed to do certain things
Yes.
for your system. And I
Yep.
think that's what I'm feeling is like, it's not that the postures are wicked difficult from a technique standpoint. They can be to do them well and to do them quote unquote right or
Yeah.
in a way that's your body, I guess I should say in a way that your body's supposed to benefit from it. it for me, what it's done, like I've always had this trapped energy in my shoulder blades and my
Yeah.
neck and then my low back. Literally after 2 days of doing it, I felt entirely different.
Wow.
and 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 because it's the same repetitive motion and it's not like you have to be totally like plugged in to the
Yeah.
flow because it's changing every 5 minutes.
Right.
It and Angel and I were talking about this via text. It's like it does hypnotize you in a way because you're just so, first off, you're hot as hell. I mean, you are
Yeah.
literally detoxing from everything in your body, which is really intense when I mean, you're just beyond soaked when you come out of there. But it's so good for your body and so good for your system. But it is
out and just like have my spine be straight and breathe. And I've been needing to go into fish pose like all the time, like with a block, like which aligns your chakras, like opening up your heart, you know, putting the block behind and like just breathing there. I've really been needing to do that. And yeah, and I'm just trying to figure myself out. And with this cleanse too, I feel like I was judging and looking and paying attention more so than normal about my body. Like I'm comfortable with my body, but my stomach, like most girls, that's always been an issue for me. So I was like analyzing my stomach a lot more. Like, is it bigger? Is it smaller? Is it tighter? Is it looser? And I was kind of being more like just not like myself on that aspect. So
Yeah.
it was so weird. Like the day last week that was Steph, I was just like, you know what? I'm fucking done. Like I'm not doing this cleanse anymore. I'm going back to eating. And I started making them again this week. Like we make salads, like sweet green salad, that have like 20 different things in them, like nuts, seeds, tons of different vegetables, avocado, the mix, and they're delicious. And you know, I'll add some meat or a shrimp or whatever fish to it too, and I instantly felt better. And then
Wow.
I swear to God, within one day of me just in my mindset, and your thoughts are so powerful, me just like letting go and being like, you know, I'm gonna eat for fuel. I'm gonna eat for like life force. Like I listened to this awesome what was it called? Something food summit or something health summit or whatever. And this guy was describing food as a life force, and like all these things really clicked into my head. And I was like, yeah, like, you know, I really have to think about eating like life and
Energy.
life force.
It's energy.
To
Yeah.
fuel my body, which was the exact opposite of my cleanse. Because for my cleanse, it was like, okay, I made my food for 3 days. I'm not thinking about the food. I'm just going to eat it. And I wasn't connected to it at all. Whereas I'm going the complete flip side. And I'm like, I want to be super connected to my food. I want it to energize me and fuel me. And like, I feel like my body, I feel stronger, and I feel like my body changed just because of those thoughts. And although
That's huge.
yeah, although I feel all over the place and stuff too, like you guys were saying too, and out of it, like I felt a huge change with that. And it's just very powerful and awesome to know that your thoughts are that powerful and that food is that powerful, and like just about all other stuff. That could be a whole other podcast. So like your gut and like biome or something that is inside your body. I found out that your immune system is 80% your gut, which is insane. And like my poor grandmother, she's gone on antibiotics more than a handful of times this year. And I guess when you're like going on antibiotics once a year, like you're like something crazy, like whatever, more apt to like get cancer just because you're effing up your immune system so much.
Yeah.
But that was a long rant, but yeah.
No, it's all
That's
good.
good.
I think it's so interesting, the reflection that you've had and what you've shared too, because it's such a hot topic for people. And I think we've touched upon so many things here that could be broken off into like individual topics.
Yeah. And just like, yeah, with transitioning, I mean, like I mentioned before, I mean, we all have problems inside and out, and just looking at just something as simple as what I just said, just thinking as food is energy and a life force instead of thinking, okay, I want to eat this so I can lose weight. I'm going to lift these weights so I can get jacked and bigger arms. Like,
or I want to eat this because of how it tastes, or like,
like
you know,
the more that you just don't think about all that stuff, the more that you actually feel the changes, because your intentions are different. I feel like instead, if your intentions are like, I want to give myself energy, I want to fuel this vessel that I have and make it operate at the most optimum level, opposed to being like, okay, I really want flat abs, I really want a big ass, like I really want this, then your intentions and your thoughts,
or I really want a pizza. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want pizza.
That's another thing too, is balance. And Stefan's been laughing at me because I have no idea where the F he is, by the way. He was supposed to be out of work at 5. Yeah, like he just because I've always loved food. Like, I mean, most people love food, and he's like, I like, you're so much happier now that you're eating normal food. And like, I ate a piece of pizza last night, you know, and French fries. Like, I just think that life's all about balance. And because I did that cleanse, I definitely have had and struggle with food issues, like with like, you know, not eating, binge eating. I have like when I was younger, not anymore, but I feel like even though the cleanse didn't go the way that I thought it would go, I think that I learned a lot of lessons in that. And now I won't eat like, the whole pint of ice cream. I can just
Right.
have like half of it.
Dude, you should post about that. That's so
Yeah.
that's such a hot topic. And I really do think we should have a whole episode just on that because Kelsey, you and I connect to that very similarly. Angel, I know you have your own connection to it in a different way. And so, but it's such a topic, whether you're male, you're female, whether you do yoga, whether you don't do yoga. If you look at how society looks at people, I know, Angel, you've been talking a lot lately about body shaming and how that shows up and how we judge and look at other people. It is really a topic that I think we should bring some light to and have more conversation around, because it's like the hidden struggle that is socially acceptable, but it's not.
So it's like,
Sorry. I just want to quick. We should, for all of April, like maybe for every single week, we should do a certain topic within this.
Yeah.
That's all about body and diet and stuff.
I agree. I think that's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
So I posted something on Instagram, and I wear like sports bras and I wear yoga shorts. Like if I'm on the beach, I'm in a bathing suit. And I've the comments people have made, the things that people have sent me in messages, like, what size are your implants? You have a huge ass. Like, you're ugly. You shouldn't post. You're beautiful. Let me take you out on a date. It's like, I have such, it coming at me. So, I read that you have a big butt, and I'm like, what do you mean? I'm a Lululemon size 4. Like, my ass isn't big. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, wait, maybe my ass is big. And then it's like, what size are your implants? I'm like, asshole, you don't ask someone that. How do you even know I have implants or don't have implants? And it's like, if I'm getting this, and I'm a fairly fit person, I went to the doctor yesterday and I went to have my blood pressure done, and she grabbed my arm and she's like, oh my God, you work out. And I was like, no, I think workout and I think muscles, and she's like, you're solid muscle, that, it's all muscle.
Yeah, of course you are.
Even though I have little arms, it's all muscle. And I didn't know how to take it. I was like, oh wait, you're not making fun of me? It's not an insult? Okay, great. And I've gained literally 12 pounds since November. And I have my own issues going on that I don't need to necessarily bring up on here, but I was just if you look at my photos, you wouldn't even notice that I've gained the weight. You can't even tell. And it's amazing what the body can show, what the body can hide. Kelsey, I think Jodi just dropped out of the call.
Yeah, she did.
That? Yeah. So,
yeah, I mean.
Well, so let's put together a plan for April and the dates that we're going to talk, because I'm going to be traveling in April a lot, and let's really gear our shows. I think that's awesome towards body issues, body shaming, food issues, and share our similar experiences and everything we've been through. I feel before we started the podcast, we all kind of weren't in a chatty mood. We all didn't really want to talk. Our energy's kind of low. It's kind of sullen. And we were going to do another podcast after this, but I say we just fuck it. Let's have that be a wrap for the night.
Yeah.
Go meditate. I do want to bring attention to the fact that Jodi has her the B brand. She just came out with these awesome charms that you can wear on a necklace, and you can put on a bracelet. You can put on a backpack. It's a charm, so you can do whatever you want with it. It's $25. If you go check out her Facebook page, Dr. Jodi Ashbrook, you can see the little charms. I'm reposting them. I got one, and I'm sure Kelsey will repost it too. So you guys should go check that out. And I'm really excited to announce that the girl on the other side of the screen from me, Kelsey, is going to be launching her own brand as of May 1st.
With your help.
And that's kind of, getting seriously started. And I just wanted to bring light to the fact that it's pretty awesome. And, we weren't in the mood to talk tonight, and I've gone through a lot recently, and I'm just so grateful that I have friends like you guys that make me feel like I have a purpose.
Oh,
that I can.
I love you.
that I can help you guys, and you guys help me just as much in return. So,
I
like,
know.
I don't know where Jodi is for my fucking crying with my eyelashes. She would be yelling at me right now, don't get the lashes wet. But like, I just think that's probably one of the most important things that about this whole podcast, about this whole thing that we're creating together, is women supporting women, friends supporting friends. And, you know, we're just a couple of girls from, you know, a small hometown somewhere, and I feel like a lot of you can relate to everything that we're going through. And even though it might be in a different dimension, Jodi, I was just crying. You missed it.
Jodi, Angel is just crying.
Oh no.
Being happy, saying that like she's been going through a lot and this has really helped her.
So,
Just
and
talking
like,
with us.
I know
I can't
that,
wait to watch the playback.
I know it'll be good. But you know, I was just saying, we mentioned, you know, your brand and your pendant that just came out, and that May 1st, Kelsey is launching her brand. And
Yeah.
how grateful I am that I'm able to be here along for the ride with you guys, and that I'm able to help you and support you in this process. So I know we all kind of didn't feel like talking when we got on this call, but it definitely changed my mood for the night.
Yeah, I know.
Really
Seriously,
did.
Agree.
I
Agree.
honestly,
Yeah.
I literally thought I was gonna break today. Like there was multiple. I was mean to people on customer service. I was like, I won't scream right now. I'm so loud. I like yelled at them. I was like, what? Stop it! And I'm like, do you? I think it's because I've been listening to Billboard Stand, but like wicked aggressive, and I just felt like shit. And then us three were texting, and Angel and Jodi were saying nice things, and Angel's like, Kelsey, what's going on with your website and your brand? And Angel like took the time to just come to chat with me, and I appreciate that so much. And she got the bones of my website up and like made me write down shit in my notebook and have goals for the next 2 months. And like, it's just so funny that your name's Angel, because you really are such an angel. And I love you guys so much, and I love talking to you guys, and I could just stay here all night.
I agree with that.
I feel so much better.
I do too.
Me too. And I think that, you know, we came into this podcast tonight with the goal of talking about the transition from winter to spring, how our body felt, and all this other crap that we had planned. And I think it's, you know, our podcast kind of went a little all over the place, but I think that's great because it's us. It's who we are.
And you saw our transition to being sullen and miserable to like wicked, happy, and energetic, and thankful.
And the other thing is that our podcast, the important thing to tell people is like, we talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about before, so we have a general topic, and then we just kind of run with it. This is who we are as people. These are conversations that we'd have amongst ourselves. It's not scripted. It's not planned. It's not, oh, you've got to say this or portray yourself as that. This is, you're seeing the real us. And I think nowadays finding 3 young girls, we're young, being authentic and not being afraid to expose ourselves in every way to you is hard, you know? It's real hard.
That should be the trailer right there, what you just said. Like, that should be like the 15-second trailer. Because you're right. Like, finding, because remember after we did the first episode, I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to package this, and we got to make it look this and this. And you're like, no. This is the unfiltered. And I'm like, you're right. Because very seldom nowadays do you see the unfiltered. You see it all packaged up. You see the end result. That's what you see. And that's what we've come to think is quote unquote normal. That's where all crap starts, right? From what we think we should be or should not be or whatever. So I love what you just said. I think it's right on point.
Yeah, that's what's so great about podcasts too, and I mean, they have a description and a title that you make after the math, you know, and like you write what the description is, and it can be 20 different things that you go on and talk about, but that's what this is all about. It's about conversations, experience. Like we're just sharing stuff in this game that we call life, and the roller coaster, the ups and downs, and the turnarounds, and us falling. And not catching ourselves. You know, trying to figure it out, can't figure it out. It's just going to keep going.
So we were going to do another podcast after this, but we've run a little bit later than expected. And I have a call with one of my veterans that I'm working with who has PTSD. And he's located somewhere on the West Coast, not giving it out. And I do basically these kind of like Google Hangouts, but I don't record them, and we kind of just chat and we go through stuff, and sometimes we do yoga, we do some meditation together and breath work. So I have that actually in like 4 minutes that I got
It's
to
awesome.
That's
So,
amazing that you
awesome.
do that. How long will you talk to him for? Like as long as
so I schedule like we plan it out in advance. So we've got 25 minutes that we'll talk to each other. Sometimes it's 45 minutes, sometimes it's an hour. It's whatever they want to have and whatever I can give.
That's amazing.
Everything that I do is free. I don't charge for the veterans or active duty military. And if you are an active duty military or you are a veteran and you're watching this and you suffer from PTSD, feel free to contact me, angelicamyoga.com. We can chit chat. But
You're an angel.
so I do have to run.
Okay.
And I have to say thank you to both of you for making me in a better mood tonight, for making me feel grateful, and to making me find whatever my center might be right now and to honor that state.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
So don't forget to check us out on facebook.com/the Yoga Girls or theyogagirls.com, and you can find links to all of our personal pages, our fan pages, and figure out what's going on. And this will launch on Sunday.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Over and out.